they're tired. Hey guys, so in addition to good health care, you have an access to nature here that's really, for me at least, was unparalleled where I used to live in Texas. I mean, we could get out, but you couldn't get out into this in 5 minutes from the house. And it's all part of being healthy. It's not just the good hospital system, the healthcare system, the access to doctors. You can just walk in. I can walk in and see my family doctor 5 days a week. And then if I need service outside of those times, I can go right to the hospital or wherever, clinics to get service. But it's this ability to get really close to nature, to get out and do a lot of exercise. It's really one of my favorite parts of living here. And I hope you get to come and experience it.
So let's talk a little bit about healthcare. I'm always harping on the fact that you need to know where your local hospital is when you're looking at these houses and apartments all over Italy. You need to have a hospital nearby. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, okay. If you're comfortable with that, that's fine. It's not just because you may have an emergency. A lot of the healthcare here is handled through whatever regional hospital you have. For example, we finally, after 450 days, got our national health care cards, and we're very happy to have them, very thankful to have them. When we go to our local doctor, in my case, Dr. Lombardi here in Montepulciano, and he wants to order a full set of blood tests for me, he doesn't do them in the office. I go to the regional hospital that's here in Montepulciano. I go in and I present the paperwork that he has produced. They scan it, they make an appointment, and then I go back because I had to fast the next day and they do the blood draw at the hospital. That's why it's important that your local hospital isn't too far away from you. How far away you're comfortable with is something that's personal for you. Now, I know you guys need information on healthcare. You don't really know what it's like over here. There's limited information about what it really is like on a day-to-day basis on the ground, boots on the ground here for getting medical care. I can tell you that I'm on a schedule every 3 years for cancer screening. So in my family, we have a history and a number of deaths from colon cancer. I go every 3 years to be screened. I went to my local doctor. I wanted blood tests done. I wanted my heart checked because I wanted to join the local gym, and you have to get an EKG and a heart ultrasound before you can join a gym here to make sure you're fit enough to start the gym. And I wanted my screening because I hadn't had one for 3 years. And he produced the paperwork so I could order it. I went to the local hospital, but they couldn't find an appointment for me in a reasonable amount of time, either here or in Siena or in Grosseto, nowhere. So they said you can always go private. Private means you're still at the same facility, but you pay a little extra for coming in on an off day, in my case a Saturday, and getting the screening done. So I was able to get scheduled just 1 week later. I went in, and from the time I arrived to the time I left, it took 1 hour to get my screening done. That is amazing. The total charge, 280 euros, about 310 US dollars, more or less. That is unbelievably cheap. I know that a lot of people here like to complain about the healthcare system. I have found it to be exemplary. I have not had a single problem getting any sort of health care that I need here. Yes, you might have to pay a little bit to get something done, but it's a fraction, a small fraction of what we had to pay in the United States. My wife Olivia had to get an MRI for a kidney stone, and we were billed $12,000 by our local hospital. Our insurance massaged it, but our net out of pocket was $2,500. We could have been here and it was 200 euros for 2 MRI screenings and the MD consult. That's without insurance, just paying cash. I hope this little bit of information was helpful for you. I don't mind sharing my personal experiences, even my personal health with you, if it's going to make you feel more comfortable about moving here. Italy is a wonderful place to retire to. We're having a great time. We're heading up to the lakes this week for Olivia's birthday, and we couldn't be happier here. We couldn't be happier with the healthcare system, and we couldn't be happier with where we picked to start our retirement. And I hope you guys have the chance to do it as well. Now, let's go see this house in Spoleto, and I'm glad you guys joined me for this daily dose of Italy. So we might as well get started with where is the hospital near today's target property? And the answer is it's in Terni. And Terni is about 30 minutes from the target house. This is the hospital. It is big, it is modern, and it's 30 minutes away. So that hospital is in Terni, like I said, about 30 minutes away. You also have Todi to the north at about 25 minutes, Spoleto to the east at about 25 minutes, and Acquasparta is on the E45, only 10 minutes away, and that's where you're going to find all your major shopping. Grocery stores, pharmacies, doctors, that'll be there. I want to bring up a very important point very quickly. This property has Spoleto written all over it, but it's really in Casteldelmonte. A lot of times, if it's a small town, they will put what the comune is, the city is, where the property is located, because you're not going to know where Casteldelmonte is. So the house is built on 3 different levels. The first level is a kitchen area, which is really nice looking. Then the next level up has a living room and a bedroom and a bathroom. And then there's 2 more bedrooms on the top floor with yet another bathroom. It seems to me that the quality of the restoration was great, including double pane windows. And even the outside, I love the stonework and I love the way they accented the wood. Not so thrilled with the way the actual listing was done. There's a lot of beautiful photos. You can tell immediately that someone put a lot of care into the restoration of this house. But there's only photos of 1 bedroom, and it's hard to get a real feeling for the layout. But you can tell the radiators are looking new. The walls are excellent with all the exposed stone. The floors are in very nice shape. I'm not a big fan of the green marble countertops, but it is really well done. Everything looks like it's electric, and it seems pretty ample. If this house had been in my town, Montepulciano, here in Tuscany, and it had this level of quality, you'd be looking at easy $400,000. It's a quarter of the price. You can tell from this photo that they put a lot of love into it, from the decorations, from the cleanness of the painting. If you go through the trouble of putting 4 exact pots to make a design statement, you've put a lot of detail. Looks like the fireplace is functional, and there's nothing nicer on a cold winter night than having a fire going in the living room. This is a nice top-down photo to show the quality of the floor, the great condition that it's in, along with everything else. I can only work with the photos they provide. It looks to me like the electrical's in good shape. I don't see any exposed wiring. The radiators look clean. And there's something really important here. The windows. You may look at this and see a nice view out of a window, but I look at it, and when you zoom in on the window itself, you can see that this is double pane. I think all of the doors and windows are double pane and high quality, like a commercial grade. And that's excellent for energy efficiency. And if they went to the trouble of putting in high quality windows instead of going cheapy, you'll know that most of the restoration has to be of similar quality. Does have a nice view back to the west, back towards Todi, a very nice town not too far away. I picked this house to show you guys because I looked through hundreds of listings to find something that I think really stands out. And the stonework and the quality of the renovation versus the €95,000 price tag in this area near Spoleto, not too far from Todi, I thought meant that it should get some special attention. I just wish the listing had been a little bit better with showing all the bedrooms and better shots of the bathrooms, etc. I would say that if you're looking for a really nice lock and leave, not too far from Rome, with good freeway access near very popular towns for under €100,000, this would be a property that could use further exploration. If you need me, reach out through my website, bradsworld.it, and we'll see you guys soon. Ciao.